We're on board the MSC Seascape, and this is part number 2 of the cheapest MSC cruise I could find. From bread rolls harder than my gym routine, to thinking we almost missed the ship, to rough weather, this second half of the trip definitely turned out differently than I expected. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video so you can determine whether MSC should be your next cruise or not. Good morning from day number 3 here on board the MSC Seascape. It is a beautiful day at sea today, and it is finally warm outside, which means we're getting closer to Mexico. Our very first stop will be Costa tomorrow. Really excited for that, but in the meantime, we've got another sea day, and as far as what we're gonna do today, absolutely no clue, but of course I'm gonna take you guys along with me with whatever we do. All right guys, we just finished up breakfast here in, I was just about to say the Windjammer. This is the marketplace, but the food honestly wasn't that impressed. Yeah, food's been real hit and miss here. I mean, it was edible, so there's that, but I ended up getting, they had like this bowl with they had this bowl with tater tots and cheese and jalapenos. I also got some bacon. That's another thing that's really nice about MSC is they have bacon every single day. And when comparing to something like Carnival, they only have bacon on certain days, and it's bacon that doesn't even taste good. MSC, they have it every day, and it actually tastes good. So props to that. Tater tots, bacon, that was good. The little jalapeno bowl that I had wasn't too great, and then I also had this, I think it was like pineapple bread or something like that. It was good, but it's really not to my taste, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's my take on breakfast for today. Currently just looking out, we're close to Mexico right now. You can't see it just yet, but there are these little boats out here. We're honestly wondering if they were okay, which I mean, I'm sure they are because we're passing right by them. But yeah, the day has only just begun. We're gonna see what else we're gonna get up to. All right, so now we're up here at the jungle pool. This is a really cool indoor pool area. As you can see, they've got pool down there, they've got hot tubs, they've got ping pong over here, they've also got foosball as well as shuffleboard and a whole bunch of cool stuff. It's a really cool area, especially when the weather's cooler, like how the first 2 days of our cruise were. This would have been a really nice place to hang out then, but it's really cool that we're kind of discovering it now, and probably on the way back when it's a little bit cooler, this would be a great spot to come and chill and hang out. But yeah, I just finished playing ping pong out here. It was really fun, but also want to give a big shout out to Jamie. Just met him a couple minutes ago. He just subscribed to the channel, so I appreciate you for watching. Hope you have a great cruise. Right, next up, I'm gonna head out to the marina pool because they've got a cornhole tournament I'm gonna try and join into, so that should be a lot of fun. Man, if you like cornhole, this is the ship to be on. People were coming out the woodworks for this competition. There were easily more than 100 people that showed up. I will say that number ended up dwindling down quite quickly because they had a really complex ranking system going on, but they did multiple of these tournaments throughout the cruise, and it was honestly really fun. All right, y'all, so we just finished up the cornhole contest. I made it into the 3rd round, so there's that. They're still going right now. I think they're still working on the 3rd round, but you had to get a total of 2. I think 2 in a row at the point where I was at. At first, there was a whole lot of people signed up, and they initially took us in as teams, which was kind of odd, and then they split us up into singles. Nonetheless, whole lot of fun. Make sure you try it on your next MSC cruise. All right, y'all, so now I'm gonna check out the water slides. One thing to note, if you do want to do the water slides, you do have to sign a waiver, and I do believe the minimum age to get on the slide is 7 years old. And then once you successfully sign the waiver, you're gonna get one of these wristbands like I've got on my wrist right now, and that'll give you access to the water slides throughout the rest of the cruise, as far as I know. But if that's not the case, I'll let you guys know, because chances are I'm gonna do the water slides more than just today. Also, I will unfortunately not be able to take you guys on the water slide with me. However, I'll put some overlays over the screen of what they look like, so you can at least get an idea of what you might be able to experience once you go down those slides. They look pretty cool. They hang over the side of the ship, which is really neat. But yeah, the whole water park area is just really cool. Great for the kids, and of course the kids at heart. So yeah, all right, I'll catch back with you guys later. All right, y'all, we are back in the room. Went down the water slides, did all of them that they have, with the exception of I think one kiddie one, but they're all super cool right now. Oh, and I was just down there chilling in one of those overhanging hot tubs, as you can see down there. So when I was on the water slides, there were a whole bunch of birds flying around the ship, and I was like, oh yeah, we're definitely getting close to land. And now you can actually see it. But yeah, overall, enjoyed the day here on board the Seascape, our 2nd sea day. Tonight is tropical night, so we're gonna be dressed up tropical, and then there's a big tropical party. And one of the things I wanted to talk about was how there's some type of party or big event every single night, and that kind of leads me to think or feel like MSC is like a solid mix between Royal Caribbean and Carnival, because you got that really chill vibe everywhere around the ship, and then when you've got an event going on, super lively, super fun, and like I said, it's like you're on Carnival almost. It's rare that you go on a cruise ship where there is a big party every single night. Every single night of this cruise there has been a big party. First night, glow party. Last night, silent disco. Tonight, tropical party. And then I think they've got the white night party. They might have a 60s, 70s, and 80s party, and you know, some other ones. But MSC, they've got a really good thing going on. I'm really enjoying it, and it may even be becoming my favorite. All right, you guys, I've just come up here on the top deck. This is deck number 20, I believe, but I wanted to show you guys the pool deck out at night. You've got Robotron right there. Somebody was just riding it. It was actually a crew member, which is really cool to see. And then right out there, we've got Mariner of the Seas passing us. They're heading on back to Galveston to make it back for Thursday. Today is currently Tuesday. They should be on a 5-day cruise that would have left on Saturday. Still in cruise schedule mode from working at the cruise terminal. But yeah, and then also up here is the basketball court for those of you who want to play basketball. They also do pickleball free play, and they do pickleball tournaments and basketball tournaments and stuff like that. Next things next, we're heading out to dinner. Another night in the dining room, another night of this cold and hard bread. No, I'm kidding. You guys, we are back in the, well, I'm not kidding, but we're back in the dining room tonight. This time we're in the Green Wave restaurant. Last night we were in the Skyline restaurant. We ended up changing our dining time from 8:30, which was really late, to 7:15, which is a lot more reasonable than what we had before. But tonight off the menu, you can see on the screen, I ended up getting the spinach and artichoke dip, as well as the seafood cake for my appetizer. And then for my entree, I ended up getting the grilled chicken breast. So we're gonna see how that is. Oh, and then of course for dessert, I ended up getting the key lime pie as well for my dessert. So let's see how it is. All right, so I just finished up my appetizers. They're both good. I give them both a solid 8.5 out of 10. They're both great. Great job, MSC. The grilled chicken breast, it was okay. It was cooked pretty well. It just wasn't seasoned. But then again, it's only so much you can season grilled chicken, I feel like. So, but nonetheless, I'd probably rate it about a 7 out of 10. That's pretty good. Don't know if I get it again. Overall, dinner here has been pretty good so far. Next up is dessert of the key lime pie. So I'm excited to try that one out. All right, so we've gotten our desserts. I got the key lime pie. I'm personally not too big on lime, so of course I wasn't much of a fan of it. But generally, I like key lime pie, but this one is very, very limey. My mom, she is a lime or lemon connoisseur, so I'm gonna let you figure out what she has to say about the key lime pie.
Extremely tart, but for those who love lime and lemon, delicious.
But right, next up on the plan, again, we are dressed in tropical tonight, and tonight we have our tropical party up on the marina pool deck, so that's what we're going to check out next. Hold that thought. We're actually going to a show. Yeah, we're going to see what it's like. It's the very first production show we've seen this cruise. All right, on the way to the show, we have stopped by Vinci Chocolate. It is the chocolate place here on board, and they actually make the chocolate here on board. It's really, really cool. They've got all of the chocolates you could think to ever want. They've got all these down here, and they even have chocolate ships of the MSC Seascape right back there. That's super cool. I'm honestly not sure if I've showed you guys this area down here. This is down on deck number 7. It's kind of like the city center, if you will. They've got a whole bunch of shops around here. Up there is the casino. And when I say city center, I'm not joking. They've actually got a replica of the New York skyline, or well, it's not really a replica, but it's a little imitation of the New York skyline. And they've actually got a salsa class, it looks like, going on down here, which is really cool. Here's a little look at the production show. There's a whole bunch of copyright music, so I didn't record a whole bunch, but overall, it was pretty good. All right, you guys, we're up here on deck number 19. They've got our tropical party going on right behind us, and they are just getting started. There's not a whole bunch of people out here just yet, but I don't know if you guys can see. On that left side, there are a lot of lights, and on the right side, there are a lot of lights as well. This side that I'm currently pointing at is COZUMEL. That side over there is mainland Mexico. And then we've got us here in the middle. This is honestly super cool. All right, y'all, we just finished up at the tropical party. It was honestly more like a Zumba class. They were doing a lot of moving around, a lot of dancing, but it was fun. It was fun to watch. But tomorrow we're gonna be in Costa Maya, Mexico. So we'll see what we can get up to there. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. What is going on, everybody? Very good morning from day number 4 here on board the MSC Seascape. Today we have arrived in Costa Maya, Mexico. Right behind me is the Regal Princess. We've also got the Enchantment of the Seas, as well as the Allure of the Seas in port. And for those of you who are longtime followers, you know that we were on the Allure of the Seas. And if you're really good with your cruise ship knowledge, Allure of the Seas, it's been renovated and they've got some new cool stuff on the top of it. But you guys have already seen those ships from this morning. Got up at sunrise, got to watch all the ships come in, or at least I got to see us pull in, as well as the Allure. So yeah, the weather is beautiful today. Just came back down from the marketplace buffet. They've got some great stuff on the menu this morning. They've got a whole bunch of announcements because they're running drills right now, but we're actually about to get off the ship and see a little bit of what Costa Maya has to offer now. We are really not going to be, or as of now, we're not doing any excursions, but of course that plan could change because today is more of an impromptu day. So without further ado, let's go ahead, get off the ship and get out into Costa Maya. All right, you guys, so we are now in Costa Maya. As you can see, our ships behind us, as well as the other ships, but it's a beautiful day. One thing I've got to mention when you're out here in Costa Maya, though, is the pier is very, very long. So if you have some problems walking or anything like that, make sure you make arrangements of how you're going to get down the pier, because again, it is a very, very long pier. All right, y'all, so we are now entering the port. One thing I will say is this whole entire area is going to be a mix of whatever ships are in port. So if there are a total of 5 ships in port, all the thousands of guests from those 5 ships will all be in this port area. So keep that in mind when you're trying to find what to do and you're considering crowdedness of places. The more ships, the more crowded this port area is going to be. I've never been to Costa Maya with this many ships in port, and as you can see, there's definitely a lot of people here. But if you don't happen to purchase an excursion on board your cruise ship, you can always come out into the port and purchase an excursion there. The only difference between purchasing an excursion on the ship versus in port is you're not going to have that guarantee of getting back onto the ship. Obviously, all excursions, their goal is to get you to where you're supposed to go out here on the island or in the port, and then get you back to the ship on time. However, you know, if you book an excursion that is not with the ship will not wait for you, unfortunately. If you book an excursion with the ship, they always guarantee that the ship will wait for you no matter what. Now, of course, if you want to stay here in the port shopping area, they've got a whole bunch of shops for you. If I'm remembering correctly, they put on like a type of show or performance here in the center area of the port. But yeah, if you've been to the port of COZUMEL, this kind of reminds me, or it would probably remind you of something like that. A lot of the port areas are set up somewhat similar, especially with the Mexico ports. And a little bit deeper into the port area, you've got the big old pool. They've got a DJ and a swim up bar and all that stuff back here. And then of course, more shops as well. They've also got a flamingo exhibit here as well. Last time I was here, I don't think these flamingos were as big, so I think they've grown a little bit, if these are the same ones, but always cool to see it. And then you guys, a little bit deeper into the port area, you've got another pool, which is really cool. Looks like they once had a flow rider back there, but I think they since removed it. But yeah, even though I've been to Costa Maya before, I actually haven't been back here, so that's pretty cool to see. So like I said, it's gonna be kind of a impromptu day, but we are headed downtown and check out some of the shopping areas down there and see what else we can get into. All right, y'all, we have just got off our taxi and we are now in the downtown type of area. What you want to do once you come from your taxi is you want to walk forward here towards the beach, and then there should be like I guess a beachfront shopping district, probably making it sound fancier than it actually is, but down there you can actually see the ships. I'll show you in a sec. There are the ships right there, and this is all the walking area here. Unfortunately, I didn't record a whole bunch after this, but basically what you just saw of the downtown strip area just stretched for about a mile or two. So it looked exactly like that, but it just was like a long road of a whole bunch of different massage parlors, restaurants, little shops, bars. I think there's a hotel or two and just stuff like that. All right, you guys, we have made it back to the port area from downtown Costa Maya. It was pretty cool. Never been there before. And if you plan on coming to Costa Maya multiple times, or you're planning on coming next time, don't know what to do, you've already explored the port area, would definitely check out that down there. Got a lot of lower prices for things like massages and food and all that stuff. Oh, also while we were down there, I tried some Mexican snacks, which were pretty cool. So yeah, we definitely recommend trying that. We've got a lot of different versions of snacks that we have in the US, but down here. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to day number 5 here on board the MSC Seascape, and we have arrived in ROATAN, Honduras. You guys take a look at the sky. As you can see, it is a pretty gloomy day, and it's actually sprinkling a little bit right now. So whether we get off the ship or not, I'm not sure. The original plan was to go to a beach, but going to the beach when it's not really sunny isn't necessarily always ideal. And on top of that, it's not the warmest right now either. So if we end up getting off the ship, this video of today will continue. If not, I'll catch you guys on day number 6. All right, y'all, it's a couple hours since the last time I caught back with you, but we are officially in Honduras. The weather has gotten just a little bit better, and there's a view of our ship from the ground. But we're just gonna walk into the port area for a little bit. We may possibly adventure outside the port, not sure at this point, but as of now, the plan is just to kind of check out what they've got in here. All right, y'all, so when you walk further into the port area, they've got this pool here. The last time I was here was back in 2023 in this specific port area, so I don't think this pool area was actually here. Y'all can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but lots of lounging. I believe this pool is free as well, so if you just want a nice little free day here in the port, you can do that as well. As if you wanted a massage while you're out here, they have all these cabanas here, and they offer massages, which is really, really cool. This is beside the shops area towards the left-hand side of the port. As you can see, our ship is there, and then the other ship, the Norwegian ship, is down there, just for reference of location. All right, y'all, now we are gonna go up these little escalators that we had passed when we first walked in the port, and we're gonna see what's up here because we didn't really get a chance to explore the port like this last time we were here. And like I said, I'm not even sure if half of this stuff was here last time. Also, I see that the left side takes you up on the elevator or on the escalator instead of the right. So I wonder if this is one of the countries where they drive on the opposite side of the road. I honestly don't remember. That might be kind of a stupid question, but nonetheless, we're on our way up here to see what's up here. And I like all this scenery here in the port as well. All right, so up here they've got the restaurant Cantina Latina, and then up here they've got La Cararicha. Yeah, I don't know. Basically, it's just restaurants up here. Here's what they have. They have chives and conch shrimp. They have garlic shrimp, burgers, cheese, chicken, shrimp, whole fried fish, mojitos, margaritas, hurricane, and I think that says Jafiti, whatever that is. I don't know. I'm not educated in bars and things, but. All right, y'all, and now we're heading a little bit outside of the port area. They've got a couple shops out here, according to some of the people that work in here. So we're gonna go check them out, and we walked past some people that said wasn't so great out here. And we definitely should have listened to those people, because as soon as we ventured out to the port area, it was super sketchy. There were a whole bunch of guys just kind of waiting outside of the gate for people to come out, and one of them decided to follow us. Now, granted, he was friendly, but you can't always judge a book by its cover. That was a quick trip. Ended up getting a t-shirt. I'll show you guys in a little bit because I'll probably end up wearing it, but yeah, didn't go too far out there. I wouldn't recommend it. Definitely go on the tour. All right, y'all, did a quick little change. This is the shirt that I ended up getting. It's pretty cool. It says Honduras on it. It's like a jersey type of shirt. I think that's gonna about conclude our day out here in Honduras. Pretty chill. Didn't really do too much, but exploring the port and shopping. And I hope this could help you guys out a little bit as far as determining whether you want to stay in port and spend your day, or go out and about for your day, or spend the day on the ship. All right, y'all, so we have made it off the ship into COZUMEL, and this pier that we're at right now, I actually like it because it's a lot shorter than some of the other ones that we've been to. Like over there, the Royal Caribbean Pier. The Royal Caribbean Pier is probably about this length. The Carnival one's a little bit longer, but again, there are the ships back there, and up here is the port shopping area. Also, just note, when you come here, if you want to leave the port area, you do have to come up this escalator. It's not hard to find at all. It's right near the entrance as soon as you get near to this big building. So again, you want to leave the port area, make sure to take that elevator up. And now that we're up there, we got this cool little shopping district here. They've got a Starbucks over here, Senior Frogs, whole bunch of shopping. So yeah, this is really nice. It's almost like a shopping center, like it says, but it reminds me of more of a mall. I mean, a mall is a shopping center. Y'all picking up what I'm throwing down.
2 hours later.
All right, y'all, so we have decided to come to Tortuga's Beach Club. They've got a restaurant here. Got a lot of things included for the price. You get water toys, you get access to kayaking and things like that. They also have a package where you get unlimited drink, all you can eat for 4 hours, things like that. We opted for the basic package, and like I said, we just kind of get access to the beach, water toys, kayaking, and things like that. All right, y'all, and back over here is the beach area. Down there, they've got the water toys. It's not the type of beach where you can, like, the sand flows into the water. It's really rocky, and they have a separate like entrance, kind of a dock area where you get in. Not the most ideal, but still looks like a fun beach day, and it's not that expensive either. After this clip, ended up spending some time in the water. Didn't bring a GoPro, so unfortunately couldn't record it. And then we got some delicious nachos. All right, y'all, so we are just finishing up here at the beach. It was a fun little hour. We ended up getting off the ship pretty late. We got off about 12:50, and then we ended up making it here around 1:15 or so, and now it is about 2:30. So back on board time is 3:15, so we've got a solid 45-ish minutes to get back to the ship. Hopefully traffic's not too bad. It really was like a 10-minute ride, so we should make it back on time. If we don't, then this video will be titled Left and Lost in Cozumel. Even though I was seemingly calm in this clip, I was actually kind of worried. We ended up catching a taxi, but of course, on that taxi, we ran into some pretty heavy traffic. After we finally made it to the port area, we thought we had, only a couple minutes left. So when we were walking through the port shopping area, our parents were like, hey, you need to walk ahead of us so we can make sure we get to the ship on time. And as soon as we get to the dock, lo and behold, they're having a big party. And the time we were paying attention to was actually the local time, not the ship time. So really, we could have stayed in the port for another hour or so if we wanted to. So when you're in port, make sure you always pay attention to that ship time and not the local time. Welcome to day number 7 of our cruise here on board the MSC Seascape. Didn't record as much as I wanted to, so I'm going to give you guys a voiceover. Started off the day with some general knowledge trivia, then headed up to the marina pool for the snow party, which was really cool, snow in the Caribbean. Then I got some lunch on the buffet, and then headed down to the best show I've ever seen on a cruise ship, the Crew Talent Show. Make sure you don't miss it on your next MSC cruise. Then I headed out to try some chocolate from Vinci because it's made on the ship, and it was amazing. And after that, the weather got gloomy real quick, so I went around the ship to investigate just a bit, and the ship was definitely moving around. Take a listen to it creaking. It was pretty insane. And then we ended up getting some dinner at the Upcharge restaurant called Ola Taco. This was amazing. 10 out of 10. Best meal I had on the whole cruise. So make sure you try it out next time you're on MSC. Then I ended up getting another clip of myself kind of rocking with the motion of the ship. Definitely some of the worst weather I've experienced in a while. And then the next morning we arrived back to Galveston, Texas. You guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell so you can stay up to date with whenever I post a brand new video. And until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.